today I want to show you how I created this beautiful drawing in Procreate from an image I exported from SketchUp. First of all, let me just turn off these different layers so that you get the whole picture of how this came to be. So the first thing that is important here are these two images. This is the image that I exported from SketchUp. It's an interior of a certain design that I did, and I just wanted to show the activity in this space, how essentially this space is going to be used, and just to create a nice hand-drawn render from this interior scene from SketchUp. Why I exported this one was to use it for tracing, so I wanted to trace out this interior space, and there is this image as well. This one I wanted to use it for the shadows. So what I did for this one was to soften up the edges so that when I use it for the shadows I don't see the edges. I only see the edges that I trace out from this image. This is the layer I used to do that. You can see these traced out lines in that image. So if I turn off that layer, you'll be able to see all those lines properly. And then I added the different other sections. So like here, the polycarbonate, the creeping frame, the flow textures, the break texture, just to give it some character. And then the next thing I did was to give it some renders, so the different colors for the different materials in that image. So the first one is the break texture, the other one is this layer, which has all the interior renders in there. So let me just turn those on as well. The other thing that I did was to draw in the clouds, so that it looks more realistic. So there is the layer of the clouds, you can see that in the background. And then after doing that, I drew out these people in there to show how people would actually interact in that space. So I'm just going to turn them on, all of them. And then there is something going on here, which is the decorative ornaments. So I'm just going to turn that on as well. So those are the decorative ornaments. And then the other thing was the creeping plants. So when you look at this drawing, it sort of looks flat. To remove that kind of look and give it a paper-like look, I incorporated this paper here, which gives it some sort of texture. The last thing now is the shadows. So if you look at this as well, it kind of still looks flat, but if I bring in the shadows, it'll give this the realistic feel to it. And I'm just going to reduce the opacity here. So you can see the shadows and all of it, and yeah, and the text itself. So yeah, essentially this is how I created this drawing from SketchUp to this kind of look.